So 3-1 looks a comfortable scoreline, but does it tell the whole story?
No, it was a hard game. They had good opportunities, and their striker was a good threat today in behind with the second ball. So we had to adapt to that, and but we came out there on top, and that's what we do.
Also, as well, did you have to overcome that adversity, but also the fact they've done well here previously?
Yeah, away when they've played away here at Old Trafford, they've got a few wins, and it's been a bit difficult. And but the opposite side, when we played them away, we comfortably beat them. But they were good here, but we came out on top.
Terrific form yourself right now. The goals are flying in. I think that's 4 in 3. What do you put that down to?
I just keep focused, really, and I knew my goals will come, and I've just kept my head down and just taken my opportunities. Yeah, I like to do it often. As you can see, I did it a lot last season, and I'm doing it a bit now, but you've got to mix your game up because the defenders will soon catch you out, but it's a good trait I have. Good news is the Premier League have confirmed it's definitely your goal, the second one. Yeah. With any doubt in your mind? Nah, he was a good shot. He was going on target, but a bit of deflection. The favour came to me today, and I'm happy with both of my goals. Is it also a reflection of your own development as well? More starts than ever in the Premier League this season. You're really getting consistency in appearances and goals. Yeah, I'm happy that I'm playing a lot. Obviously, Ollie trusts me, and that's what I like to see. And I do my best on the pitch, and I try and help my teammates, and it's showing out there on the pitch. Now that makes the gap to Manchester City 8 points. What do you make of that? You can never have any doubt, but they might slip up. You just got to keep concentrating, and we've got to concentrate on our games to win the games, and whatever happens, happens. Is the view it's a possibility while it's still a possibility? Yeah, anything's possible, isn't it? But hopefully they drop some points, but we'll just keep focused.
Well played indeed. He's up to 9 goals for this season, following his 17 last season. And as we've been saying, people forget he's only 19 years of age at the size of a club like Manchester United.
I remember as well, you know, playing for Man United since he's a child, he knows the pressure of being at Man United. So when you can get through that academy and then get into the first team, then you've got to then start to produce at that age at Manchester United. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says he's the most natural finisher at the club. What about the build-up to his first goal?
Oh, it was a wonderful goal. The pass, the movement, the pace. This was what was lacking in the first half. This was someone driving forward, then the movement, getting into the box. Look at Fernandes breaking his neck to get in there. I mean, that is brilliant, the arrogance of it. Then he just walks off, look at him. And then the finish from Greenwood is excellent also. He shows great composure and sticks it away superbly well. But, yeah, everything that was missing from Man United's game, I thought, in the first half was this pass, move, at pace, going at Burnley, and they couldn't cope with that. And it was an excellent goal. What about his finishing?
Right. Well, like here, this is what you want to do. You get your technique right, come onto it, and hit it clean. That's what he's done there. But what's good about that is that when you look at Burnley, when you get Burnley backpedaling, when you move the ball quicker, to get the ball into Rashford, Loughton's got to do a little bit better, but Rashford's pace and skill beating. But when you get them going back like that and Man United coming onto you, like you're in trouble.
What about the lead that they didn't hold on to for very long and the way they conceded the equaliser?
Well, I think that when we see it, you see, like, I think it's a massive mismatch. You've got Wan-Bissaka. At no stage has Wan-Bissaka got him. Now, then you see Harry Maguire's, he's rooted because he's in the zonal position. So Tarkowski's body weight, look at this. No stage has Wan-Bissaka stopped him anywhere. Harry Maguire's, like I say, he's in the zone. He's not doing... So it's much more difficult for him to make a standing jump. You look at Tarkowski, he's only got his shoulder on him and he's falling over because he's got the momentum.
You got any weakness in defending set pieces, Burnley will find you out. They are brilliant at doing it. Putting the ball into the right area for the big centre-halves to go and attack it, particularly when you zonal mark. Then that's what Burnley love, because when the big guys are coming onto you, they're running onto you, they've got to run onto you, there's not a lot you can do with it. And Harry gets caught, he hasn't got time. Tarkowski's got his arm on him away, really can't jump. It's fantastic from Burnley.
I think they've got... They should have switched that for me. I feel Harry Maguire should be with him because they've got the same kind of height, body strength. I don't think he gets past him as easy as he gets past Wan-Bissaka there. Because when you look at Wan-Bissaka, he just can't... He's not strong enough to stay with him. He doesn't stop his movement at any stage, doesn't stop James Tarkowski's, like, momentum. And I think that if you've got Harry Maguire with him, he might be able to at least jock him and hold him a bit. Nothing.
I don't care how big or strong you are. If you're standing, trying to jump, and Tarkowski's coming onto you, you're going to find it very difficult onto you. Yeah. And that's why they're so good at it, because they work at it. They put the ball into the right area, saying, go and attack it, lads. And it's not impossible, but it's very, very difficult to defend.
Yeah, and they say Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they always keep going. Element of luck, as Mason Greenwood was saying about his second goal with the deflection. Yeah,
but, like, I think that, again, you look at it, once it comes back out to Pogba, a lot of time and space on it, you know, he just flicks it outside. I'm thinking that when you look at the Burnley defenders, you've got one going out and one behind. They've got to force him down the right-hand side. And what you want him to do is cross it rather than shoot, because if he comes in and he shoots, you look at Taylor there, show him down the line, let him go down, don't let him go back inside. It doesn't take him much to move it, to be fair, but I'd rather him go down the right to have to cross it than come inside and get a deflection that can go in.
Yeah, deflected off Jack Cork. So 2 goals for Mason Greenwood. Now, we began the show by talking about Greenwood and, indeed, the movement of Edinson Cavani, who came on at half-time. He got his goal eventually, but did you see more examples of that movement?
I saw plenty of examples of that movement. What I would say, if there's any young striker coming into the Premier League who wants to be a success at this level and score goals, watch this guy's movement. Look and learn and study him, because I think he's the best in the Premier League at this type of thing. His movement is fantastic. And if he doesn't get the ball passed to him, he lets his teammates know that he's not happy. Then what happens in the next one? That they pass to him. I mean, you can see him here, look. He's not happy, he's moaning, and I'm sure that he's had a word with Rashford. Same thing again. McTominay, this ball should come in now. What on earth is he taking a touch for? That's a great crossing position to be in. It doesn't. Now have a look at it, same thing again, that by the time the ball comes in, there you go, he's shouting and moaning at his teammates again. And this is class. What he does is, gets the ball off Fernandes, goes infield, plays it early, what he wants, balls to be played early. He doesn't stop. Watch his movement. He goes for the first one. He doesn't get it. He stays alive. He gets the second one. He gets the second one because he moans at the players for not passing it, not crossing it early enough when he's making his runs. Young kids who want to be a centre-forward, watch his movement, because he's fantastic at it.
I'm sat with 2 centre-forwards who, of course, never had a huff during their career.
You know, the thing is that what you want is the bread and butter stuff. And the bread and butter stuff is when you make movement, people get in the opposition, the capabilities to put it in, like we saw with McTominay. You could see Edinson Cavani's movement. You're doing that. Those are for free. You know, sometimes you want to be able to get through and you can finish one-on-one, but that's the kind of stuff that you have to do. Near post, far post, get half-yard defender, get the head in front of him. That is where you make the money.
I don't even know why McTominay is even thinking about taking the touch there. You saw the goal that he scored against Tottenham, where Greenwood no thought other than get the ball in, get it into the right area, and he'll move. That was an ideal position for McTominay to put his head down and not even look, get it in there, because you don't have to look.
You can see because in Cavani's mind, the ball's going back to him. He's already read all that. The ball's going back to McTominay. Cavani's already on the move, so he's thinking, oh, this is coming in. But when you look at it, when it goes back to McTominay and we slow it down, watch Cavani now, look, see it. He's already going. Yeah. You see, the defenders look at where he's ended up. That is because that's what's got to happen. That ball has to come in. And they're talking about, oh, Cavani and he's great, his movement in training. If they're not doing that, they should be able to know that that's what he's doing now. Yeah. So that ball's got to come in. That's the worry I have with it. There's too many times you're watching Cavani having to go, why aren't they putting that in? Either they're doing it in training and not doing it in the games, or they're just not doing it enough in training for him.
That's interesting. So when we're talking about Greenwood learning from him and Rashford, all the players can learn. Scott McTominay, from that one incident, can learn that. Yeah? Well, if you were Cavani now, you'd be in there saying that to Scott McTominay.
Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure that he would have said it on the pitch when it didn't come in. And I'm also certain that he'll say it in the dressing room. Goodness me, I'm making the run. Get that ball in the box. You don't need to put it in a pinpoint cross. No. All you need to do as a midfielder or a wide man is get the ball into the danger area. That guy, Cavani, will do the rest. He'll make the movement. He'll make a poor cross or an average cross into a good one because of his movement.
And when we talk about transfer windows and all the rest of it, how brilliant would it be if they were able to convince him, Cavani, to have another season in the Premier League with United?
Well, when you look at what United are doing now, second to City, and people could say, I feel that United have still got another level in respects of where they can go. When you look at where they are now, you know, if you could get him to stay and then they maybe add another one, maybe a number 6, you know, not trying to get players to United, but someone like a Basuma, as well as someone like a Pogba or next to McTominay. Number 6, I don't know, Jadon Sancho, because they've got to get their right-hand side working, Man United, to the same capabilities of the left-hand side. If you've got Cavani in there, you're going to cause problems. You know, people talk like someone like Jadon Sancho. We're talking about he can easily, like, 15 assists. That's goals in your team. 15 assists and goals in your team. If they get that going with someone like Cavani, with that movement, and everybody can buy into the fact that he's moving in there, you're going to be fine. You're going to get another 10 points easily, Man United.